Disney FastPass was officially retired and replaced by Disney Genie in 2021, and in this video we're taking you through the key similarities and differences of both. Even during downtimes at Walt Disney World, you'll be sure to run into a line or two for different attractions and rides. If you visited Disney World prior to 2020, you are probably familiar with FastPass. The service allowed guests to book up to 3 selections per park per day for free. This service was officially retired by 2021 when Disney Genie and Disney Genie Plus were introduced. Disney Genie Plus is a service that also allows you to skip the regular standby line through lightning lanes, but there's a key difference. It's no longer free. While there are some similarities between the two services, there are also some notable differences that you need to know if you haven't visited the park since the retirement of FastPass. Let's start with, what was a Disney FastPass? FastPass was a perk that allowed guests to make attraction reservations up to 60 days prior to their visit. You were allowed to make 3 reservations per park per day. Once you used up your 3 for the day, you were allowed to make more, 1 at a time during the day. Essentially, it was a perk that allowed guests to skip the line. The best part about FastPass? It was free. This was a free service that allowed Disney Resort guests to make reservations 60 days in advance or 30 days for anyone not staying on Disney property. Now you're wondering, well, what is Disney Genie Plus? Introduced in 2021, Disney Genie Plus is a service that gives you front-of-the-line access through the use of lightning lanes. Disney Genie Plus is part of the free service Disney Genie, which helps guests plan out their day with helpful tips and information on how to get the most from their time in the parks. As for Disney Genie Plus, it must be purchased the day of your visit to a specific park, with the price changing depending on the date and which park you choose. There is also an option to purchase a multi-park service if you plan on visiting more than one park. With your purchase, you can choose your lightning lane beginning at 7 a.m. and then can continue to make new selections once you use them. With a purchase of Disney Genie Plus, you will also have access to attraction PhotoPass downloads, special photo lenses, and audio tales. While most attractions are included in the Genie Plus service, some of the newer and more popular attractions do need to have a separate lightning lane purchased. This means this attraction will not be included in the price of the Disney Genie Plus, but will instead require an additional per-person fee. These attractions include Avatar Flight of Passage, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Tron Light Cycle Run, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, as well as Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. These individual lightning lanes can be purchased at 7 a.m. by guests staying at Disney World resorts, other select resorts such as the Walt Disney World Swan, the Walt Disney World Dolphin Hotel, and the Shades of Green Resort. All other guests can make the purchase when they enter the park. Here are some similarities between FastPass and Genie Plus. Both services allow guests to make reservations to skip the line. Both FastPass Plus and Genie Plus allow guests to make a certain number of reservations at a time, and then once you use the selection, you can make more reservations. Doing this means you'll have fewer options as the day goes on, but it does help you keep track of what you'd like to ride. So here are the differences between FastPass and Genie Plus. One of the biggest differences between FastPass and Genie Plus is that FastPass was a free service while Genie Plus is a paid service. At Disney World, the price varies depending on the park you'd like to visit and the date you'll be visiting. Another big difference between the services is the ability to pre-plan your day. As I mentioned, FastPass allowed guests to book their experiences between 30 and 60 days prior to the visit. This meant that guests had a general idea of their plan ahead of time. Genie Plus requires all guests to purchase and redeem Genie Plus selections on the same day of your visit. This is great for guests who are attending at the last minute or aren't really big planners. Both have their perks depending on what kind of Disney visitor you are. Disney Genie Plus is included as part of Disney Genie, which is a whole platform that offers real-time information and updates to make the most of your day. FastPass was really just the place where you booked those experiences to essentially cut the line. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe so you can join us on another magical escape.
Subscribe to WDW Magazine and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format glossy magazine is filled with content, not ads. Subscribe now and don't miss another month of magic.